What's up, guys, and welcome back to Project Z Garage. Today we're continuing the little upgrades that we're doing to my home office. And one thing that I kind of wanted to look at and try to fix is that, you know, I have my desktop on the floor. And we just installed 2 more fans at the bottom of the case. Now, in a little bit, I'm going to show you the computer and just show you how much gap is from the floor to the bottom of the computer. It's not very much. So I was looking on Amazon and trying to find something cheap, like a cheap computer stand. Something just to get it off the ground. So this way we're not sucking up a bunch of dust in here and whatever else. And kind of making it easier to move it around when needed. When trying to do some work on it, or, you know, adding in, you know, other devices. Or whatever the case may be. So I came across this computer stand, pretty cheap. I think it was like under 20 bucks, and it came in the mail just like this. I'm opening it up now. I haven't fully opened it. I did cut it open. All right, maybe I didn't fully cut it open, but let's pop it out, see what we got. All right. So pretty much what we have here is a bunch of these angle pieces with wheels on it. So this should probably get the computer off about 2.5 to 3 inches off the ground, or close to 3 inches off the ground, which is perfect. And the great thing about this computer stand is that the middle is all open. So the fans at the bottom that are sucking air in or pulling air out, I think at the bottom ones we have them pushing. It allows them to have a little bit more room, and then as the computer gets hot, you know, you're able to exhaust some of that hot air. So, oh, I thought this would be in a lot more pieces, but hey, wheels are already plugged into these, so cool. Let's pop those out. So we got 4 of those and 4 bars, 2 long ones, 2 short ones. Seems pretty straightforward. Let me get the knife. Should be more prepared. Voila. So we got the knife. Let's open this up. See what we have. Okay. So we have I mean, it's pretty thin stuff. I don't know if it's gonna focus. So this bar tube's pretty thin, but you know, this isn't a really giant, big computer. It is a gaming computer I set up. We'll go over the specs one of these days once I guess the office is completely done. And then we have some of these longer ones. Now, looking at this, I hope it's long enough. Ooh, it might be barely, it might just fit, which is fine. Alright, so we got these little clamps here. Okay, I see what it does. So what happens, you slide the post in, and then you pretty much push these clamps up, and it just puts pressure on the posts, or on these bars. So that's pretty cool. Relatively easy. I mean, this is not a heavy duty thing. The 1 or 2 times, or very minimal amount of times you're moving it around, I don't think it's going to be too big. And these wheels lock, which is cool. As you can see, a little tab. It's all plastic. I mean, for 20 bucks, how you can go wrong? So let's see what's the easiest way to do this. Thinking. Maybe. Oh, so these are open, so they're closed. Okay. Those are open. Put the short ones here. Voila. I mean, this looks pretty easy to do. Just slide it up. Look at that. Voila. I mean, everything's loose right now. So my plan is leave it loose, kind of rest it on the top of the computer, get an estimate of how wide and how long it needs to be, and then we'll lock it in, and then we'll sit the computer on it and let's see how it fits. But I mean, that's all to it. I mean, you really don't need much more than that. Cool thing is, look, you can expand it out up to, let me see if I can get the specs on this real quick. And you can expand it out this way too. And it feels pretty stable, so I think it'll hold a decent amount of weight. We'll just pop these up so it can roll. Oh, okay. So I've only 2 of the casters lock. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to reconfigure this to make it so that the front casters lock, because that's what you have access to when you're pushing your computer in and out. I did not notice that only 2 of them locked. So let's just take this back apart real quick. I mean, look how simple this is. This is crazy. Just pop that out. Put it back in. Out. And this goes back in there. Back in. And we're good to go. Awesome. This way we'll put these on the front. Alright guys, let me try to pull my computer out, and this way I can show you how I'm going to measure it, pop it on, drop it on top, and then go from there. Alright guys, so now we're on the floor so you guys can see where my computer is. As you can see, this is a fractal case. We built this maybe a week ago or so. My brother helped me out here. We're running, I think we got a 3080 video card in here, but we'll go through all of that when I do a full breakdown of the computer. Now right now, the way it sits, like, I can't even fit my finger under the bottom of here of the case, so you're not really getting a lot of airflow, or you know, there's not enough of air volume under there, if that makes sense. Is it air volume or airflow? I don't know, but it's too close to the floor, I believe, and I think that by us lifting it up a little bit, it's going to help us keep the dust out and also hair and stuff from getting sucked up in there. So first of all, let's try to move this case, because you know what? This is one of the other issues. It's like pulling the case in and out from under the desk gets to be a pain. So let's see how far we can get this out. Alright, I think that's as far as I like to go right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our computer stand here, and we're just going to lay it on top and kind of get an idea of how wide we want to open it and how long it needs to be open so that it can sit properly on this. And I think we're right there. That's it. I think that's perfect. So what we'll do is we're going to lock down these legs. Just like that. Perfect. And we'll put them on the floor like that. And what we're going to do is, you know what? just to make this a little easier, I'm gonna unplug everything from behind it because I really don't want to pull on the cables. So let me unscrew all this stuff. Hang up the antenna. Awesome. Everything's off. Now, what we'll do is, because I know this front face and has the glass sides. Let's move it back up here. Okay. All right, so let's pull the locks on the legs up. Ooh, look at that. And as you can see, it rolls around pretty easily. Now, after looking at this, I noticed that I can definitely get these legs in a little more. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna shorten it a little bit more and bring the sides in some more too, because the bottom of this case is a little narrower than what we noticed where the feet are, and I think we should be good. And you know what, it's perfect height. It fits right under here, as you can see. Ooh. I can slide it all the way in, no problem. When you need to slide it out, it slides out really nice and easy. The wheels roll pretty nice, no problems, so that's nice. I really don't see myself moving this much, only when it's time to clean behind there. But as you notice, now we have a nice gap here, and then also underneath is all open to let the fans suck in or blow out air from. I believe on this setup we have it where it's sucking air from the bottom. So I'm just gonna readjust this, and then we'll come back and finish up my thoughts on what I think about it. Alright guys, so I mean, this was a really quick and easy review on this computer stand. It's a couple of pieces, no tools necessary. Unless you have something super heavy, I really don't think that will cause an issue with these. It's pretty well made. I mean, it's really just slot into some thick plastic. It has the caster, so you can pull and push your computer in and out from under your desk. It does give you the gap at the bottom that I was looking for. And if you can see here, it gives a good amount of space so that air can get under there and the fans can work properly. So I think this is a pretty good buy for the price, and you can't really go wrong. I mean, I will put the links in the description below to the Amazon affiliate links that I have, and you guys can check it out, see if you like it. Maybe it's something that'll work for you. Just to close out, let me grab my phone real quick. Let's see. So the dimensions are, it's 2.8 inches is what's the lift it gives you off the ground. The width it can extend to is from 7.5 inches to 14 inches wide, and you can extend it out lengthwise from 15.5 inches to 21.5 inches long. So if your computer falls within those dimensions, I think it'll be pretty good with this. Unless you have like a massive computer or a really tiny computer, I think this will work for you. And the price is pretty good, so I think you should check it out and tell me what you think when you get it. The only downside I'll say for this is that the wheels, even though they work okay, it'll probably work better on like a very thin carpet, because now on the wood floors, if you catch the wheels like sideways and you pull it, it kind of doesn't roll because they're made out of like a hard plastic, but it still rolls really easy. So I don't think you'll have a problem, but just a little note there so that you guys would know. So that's the end of this video. So you guys take it easy. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. We have a bunch of small how-tos and some of the stuff that we're working on to make this office, and I can't wait till everything is done. But we will catch you in the next video.